Guys, welcome back to another video. Out at the range today, we got a Marlin Model 60 and a Ruger 1022. We got 5 different types of ammunition here. We're going to see which one gets the best groups, which gun, which ammo, best combination. This is my old squirrel gun. Taken a lot of squirrel with that, but I haven't shot it in probably 5 years. What I'm going to do first is make sure they're both sighted in still, and then we're going to get to the testing. I want you guys to leave down below what you think is going to be the best combo. Or at least which one you think the most accurate gun is. I'm a little partial to the Model 60, but this is going to settle it once and for all. I've never done a test like this, so let me get you ready, set you up, and we'll get the testing going. Alright guys, here's our yard at target at 25 yards. I've got 5 targets. I got 5 different types of ammo. We're going to do up here. I forgot my marker, so I might have to reference this myself, but we're going to do Remington Golden Bullet, Remington Thunderbolt, CCI, Standard, Winchester, and then Federal bulk. So Golden Bullet, Thunderbolt, CCI, Winchester, Federal. Let's go back to 25 yards and see what happens. Alright guys, the first gun's gonna be the 1022. We're gonna do 5-shot groups, starting with the Golden Bullet, 25 yards. Thunderbolt next. I only have 4 power scope on this, so it's hard to get a real precise aim. That looked not good. It did not. It looked like a bad group. Alright, CCI Standard. Alright, got 5 of the Winchester Super X loaded up. That was the worst so far. Winchester, not ideal. Alright, 5 of the Federal bulk loaded up. To be determined. I can see which one's the best. Let's move on to the Marlin. Alright guys, we got the Marlin Model 60 up next. Still doing the same ammo, gold bullet, thunderbolt, yada yada. 25 yards. It's gonna take me a little longer to load this one probably, but let's get started. I've shot a bunch of squirrels in the head with this thing at 30 yards, like a bunch. So this should go okay, but you never know. I also haven't cleaned it in 5+ years. Alrighty, this one has 9 zooms, so we should be a little bit of an advantage. That wasn't very good either. The trigger on the Ruger is much better, I will say that. Alright. Thunderbolt. That also shot low. I'm definitely going to have to bring this up once we move to 50 yards. Alright, here's the Winchester Super X. Alright, last Federal. I have a rest, but I didn't bring it, so I got this block of wood. There's our first failure. It's not ejecting them. extracting them all the way. Alright. I can say that I'm a little bit surprised at this so far. So, I'm going to go grab that target. We're going to move out to 50 yards. Alright guys, we get back at 50 yards now. 1022 at first with the golden bullet. Remember, I've only got 4 zoomies. So, that's my excuse. The targets are only like 2 inches. That's what she said. I've got to get a higher powered scope on this because I can't see hardly, and that group was bad. Alright, here's the Thunderbolt, 5 shots, 50 yards. Alright, here's the CCI standard. Guys, the reticle of the scope is as big as the target, so I cannot get a precision like every time line up type of thing. So it kind of is what it is with this scope. That's definitely a 25-yard score. All right, here's the Winchester Super X. Stuff's way louder. Alright, last up, Federal. Bulk. Federal Bulk. Let's do it. Go grab the target, we'll switch it up for the Marlin. Alright, so a guy ran out of targets, so I just made one, traced my coffee cup, a nickel. Let's go put this out for 50 yards for the Marlin. Alright guys, Wind is picking up for sure. We got the Model 60 out for 50 yards now. Up first, Golden Bullet. All right, here's the Remington Thunderbolt. Again, I can barely see the target. All right, here's a CCI standard. All right, here's the Winchester Super X. Failure to fire. Nope. Yep. Alright, we load up 2 more since we had that jam. Alright, here's the last one. Federal bulk. Alright, let me go grab the target and check out the results. We are back at the house, guys. Getting unloaded here. Got the Ruger 1022. Stainless up top, Marlin Model 60. We just shot the 5 different types of ammo. We're back at the house, like I said. Let's go over the results. Alright, let's look at the 50-yard targets first. And remember, guys, I have a 4-power scope, so it's a hunting scope, so it's not meant for, you know, precision shooting at 50 yards. The reticle itself was bigger than this. Like I couldn't aim at the same spot every time. So I did my best. You know, that's all we can do. So let's look first at the Ruger 1022 results at 50 yards. Remington Golden Bullet, not very good. Thunderbolt, about the same, maybe a smidge better. These are also all 40 grain projectiles with the exception of the Golden Bullet. It's 36 grain. Then I went to the CCI, the standard velocity. Not too bad. Again, the reticle is like as big as this target, so it just means that if I want to do this type of stuff, I really got to get a more zoomed in scope. But and then here's the Winchester Super X. This was probably the best group, except look at this huge flyer. There's no way I was that off on the trigger. I mean, anything is possible, but I think that's just one of the inconsistencies you get when shooting 22s. But if that one was down here, that actually would be a pretty good group at 50 yards, considering I couldn't even really aim. The bulk Federal did okay. It all did about the same, I would say, with the exception of this, except for the giant flyer. So that's 50 yards with the 1022. Let's look at 50 yards with the Marlin. Alrighty. Golden Bullet. Not as good as the Ruger at 50 yards. This one here, the Thunderbolt, about the same. CCI did pretty good on this one. The CCI with the Marlin seems like a good combo. Winchester Super X, not great. That's probably my least favorite ammo. I'd rather shoot the bulk Federal or Remington stuff. And then here is the cheap Federal. Not too bad, not too bad. I would say, they're all, this is probably 1.5 inches. This is 1 inch right here, I would say. This is awful. Winchester's awful. This not great. I don't know. You guys can see, if I want to do some precision stuff, I definitely got to get some more precision optics. Even on a 22, I just can't see the dang thing. So, and these are nickels. That's how big these are, is nickels. So they're still not bad groups considering, but definitely can be improved upon for sure. And the triggers, if you guys heard me mention, the triggers in the 1022, or the trigger in the 1022, they're both factory, but it's much better than the Marlin Model 60. I've never target shot with the Marlin Model 60 ever. So I sighted it in, and it was my squirrel gun. So the trigger never really bothered me, but actually trying to get good groups, the trigger in the Marlin Model 60 is not very good. I kind of never really realized that because that's not what I bought the rifle for. But anyways, let's move on to 25-yard action. Okay, I'm going to save the best for last. You might have got a sneak peek from the wind. Here is the Marlin Model 60 at 25 yards. Okay, Golden Bullet right there. That's less than 1 inch. The Thunderbolt. We had a little flyer right here, but that's good. That's a fingernail size. A little out of order here. The Federal bulk, again, pretty solid except a little flyer. CCI, not bad, not great. It's better than the Golden Bullet, but definitely not super great. And again, the Winchester, not very good. Always seem to be getting a flyer with that stuff. It also is much louder than any of the other stuff. I don't know if it's faster. I'm assuming there's more powder. It's louder, but I don't know. Doesn't seem very dialed into me. And then last but not least, let's move on to the Ruger 1022 target at 25 yards. I'm going to cover up the good side, or the good one. All right, let me see how I can do this here. Alrighty, 25 yards with the 1022. We got our Golden Bullet group right there. Thunderbolt, not even, worse. Our CCI, not bad. They were all chasing each other. Our Winchester, again, garbage. Oh, this was crappy out of that at 25 yards. That is absolutely unacceptable. Completely inconsistent. No good. But check this out, you guys. The Federal bulk, the cheapest stuff you can get at Walmart, out of the 1022, put every single one in the same hole. So, just to show you, I'm not that bad of a shot. It's, these are the rifles, this is the ammo, these are the results. I am capable of shooting a pretty good group. Maybe not so much at 50 yards because of the optic, but you know what I'm saying. You guys feel me. But yeah, Federal Bulk 22, man. I was surprised. That's usually my least favorite ammo. I'd rather shoot the Golden Bullet, but not anymore. This didn't cycle, have any cycling issues in the Ruger 1022. In fact, it fed everything fine. The Marlin Model 60, you know, it hasn't been cleaned in at least 5 years, so it's probably dirty and gunky and not oiled, but it did have some issues with the Winchester as well as the Federal Bulk. It ran the Remington and CCI just fine. Even the cheap Thunderbolt, it ran fine. But there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think, if you expected that result. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. That's all you got to do to support me. It really helps me out. And we'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.